Hypnotic is something that's real. Let's just make sure we can give them what they are looking for. And that is something that's real. Not sure. Let's go play some music, guys.
Turn them up.
Hypnotic comes from a lot of places, and mainly I have to say our fan base that we first created in Chicago. Chicago gave us the name Hypnotic. We would play and people, they were hypnotized, and they would tell us everywhere we go, you know, the music that you just played was hypnotizing. The other songs, cover songs, was very beautiful, but the songs that we wrote, it was hypnotizing. And I'm stuck. I hear it every day. I go home humming it. So we fought and argued over it, but we came right back to what everyone was calling us, Hypnotic. And it was given to us. We didn't choose it. Hypnotic was given to us. And we put brass ensemble on it because of our family legacy. With our father, we come from the Phil Coran Youth Ensemble. So we put brass ensemble on the end of it. Hypnotic brass ensemble.
Enjoyed school so much because we sang every month and found in the heavens. You understand what I'm saying? That your destiny is in eternity.
Our father, Phil Coran, Philcoran.
Phil Coran is my father.
Phil Coran is the innovator, the philosopher, the historian, and last but not least, my father.
My father, Phil Coran, inspired musicians like Shaka Khan,
Curtis Mayfield,
Earth, Wind, and Fire, and a lot of other people. But he's done more than just music. You know, he's promoted health. He's an astronomer. And
he's a firm believer in discipline and order. And he believes that if you start something, you should work it out until it's finished.
Or follow what our father taught us. He said, regardless of what degree we get, we'll always be able to lean on our music.
And with all of the things that he's taught us, he's incorporated just a body of knowledge and music. And this band, as you know, is Hypnotic Brass Ensemble.
Real music, like live in the flesh, like good hip hop, good jazz.
Brass that kicks ass, we call it. What brought the band to New York City, so you have to understand something about Hypnotic, is everything that we've done in the past 10 years has been built up on our own. We the greatest, the illest hustlers you're going to see across planet Earth, with instruments or not. We built up this whole enterprise on the streets. We had sold as many albums as we could stand to sell in Chicago, approaching 200,000 just ourselves. We went out to LA, tried it. That was the same time we released the Metal Lungies on Def Jam Ghostface track. So it was just a part of our progression of just looking for somewhere new. We felt like we would go to areas, conquer it, and find some new land. And New York became that. It was a place where everyone didn't care about what they spent on something. They just want something original, something new, and something hot. And that was us. So we felt like we had been missing out just not even being in New York for the past few years.
The whole world comes to New York. So if we wanted the world to get to our music, we had to be in those worldly places.
It was great performing with Prince on stage because I grew up listening to him since a kid. His class of musicianship, he embraced us, you know, artist to artist, musician to musician. We got a chance to be close and personal with him. So yeah, it was a life-changing experience playing with Prince.
To play at the James Brown Memorial, it was amazing just to have Hypnotic there, and then to put the cherry on top, to have Mos Def bringing us there. You know, we rocking with Mos Def, we bagging him up. It was definitely a door opener for us.
Damon Albarn, just a serious guy about his music, the leader of the Gorillaz, or Gorillaz period, and with him, he just said, hey, you know, I like your style, and I just want you to do whatever on top of my music. He really had faith in it. So for him, I think he opened us up into the international world, mainly Europe, but definitely the international world.
Maxwell saw us playing. We was over in downtown playing, I think maybe around the park. And he saw us playing, told us he had heard about us. Like, man, he had just finished the album, but he's like, man, y'all just gave me a whole new idea about how to lay out the horns and put the live aspect on there. So he went back and he's like, we sat in the studio and listened to all the tracks, and he's like, man, tell me what y'all want to do. And we just went in there and just started writing. So Pretty Wings, even before we ever put something on it, we heard this music and knew it was going to be classic.
Playing on stage with De La Soul, that was like so uplifting. I swear, I was ego tripping.
De La Soul and Hypnotic Brass Ensemble! Listen! You know what is when we say ah, you say ah, ah, ah. When we say ah, you say ah, ah. When we say ah, everybody say ah,
I made my first Hollywood film, man. The Hunger Games. I'm in Hollywood right now. You can Google me. Hypnotic Brass Ensemble has worked hard over this last decade, and it's paid off in people recognizing what we do.
I have to say it moved us to that next level we've been looking for, to where Hypnotic, we're more than just a band that plays on stage, more than a band that just bags up great artists like Mos Def, who else? You can go all day, Damon Albarn. We do a lot more. We can also do scores for movies or, you know, whatever it is that you have. We're those guys.
And doing all these things, the overall goal for the band is to become
household name.
To have our music catapult the next generation into something serious, into something that's great. Our father always taught us that music is supposed to inspire. So every time we play a note, it is supposed to spark some form of greatness into the people that hear it.
Our fans all over the world enjoy a lot of things, but our American fans are very specific, so we try to cater specifically to our American fans to show and tell everybody in America and outside of America we are untouchable. So that's what the name Bulletproof Brass comes from, and that's what the image and the whole idea comes out of. And part 2 would be an extension of how untouchable we are, meaning basically untouchable to bands, untouchable to rappers, untouchable to anything out there. We are the cure for anything out there. We are untouchable. Ain't nobody out there can fuck with us. I don't know if we can cuss or not. Period.
Fuck with us.
Well done said, that's a wrap.